back, doing a little bit of our own thing. Come join me as we enjoy the sun, sand, and sea on our recent summer vacation to my home, the beautiful islands of Hawaii, the 50th state, the Aloha State. The first part of our trip was on the island of Oahu. We are in Hawaii, my home state, hometown of Hawaii, staying in Waikiki at the HILTON Hawaiian Village on the 31st floor. Check this view out. Diamond Head in the background. The beach at Waikiki. One of the more popular resorts on Oahu, it provides everything you need for a great stay. I'll provide a link in the description below. Only on Oahu for 4 days and mostly for family events, we didn't have much time to explore and spent most of our time at the resort. We did, however, get out onto a catamaran, and that was a blast. It was a little rainy that day, but once we anchored just off of Diamond Head, things cleared up. If you do plan on doing the same thing, I highly recommend this crew. They were professional, courteous, and knowledgeable. We felt safe the whole time we were out. I'll provide a link below. Before we knew it, it was time to head back to the airport to our next destination. We are jetting off to Maui now, to the Valley Isle. My wife and I honeymooned in Maui over 10 years ago. She fell in love with the place, and it was time to head back there, with the kids this time. Known as the Valley Isle, Maui is the second largest island after the Big Island of Hawaii. It gets its name from the large central valley between Haleakala to the east and the West Maui Range. From the airport, we made our way to the far northwest corner of the island, to the area known as Kaanapali, where we would call home for the next 5 days. Alright, what's going on, everyone? We made it to the Valley Isle of Maui at our hotel at the MAHANA at Kaanapali. Another lovely view. We got the islands of Lanai and Molokai behind us. Well known for its golf courses and resorts, Kaanapali boasts one of the country's and world's best beaches. It was especially nice because at this time of the year, the sun sets right in between the neighboring islands of Lanai and Molokai. Here at the beach at Kaanapali, enjoying the lovely evening. Gonna see the sunset again. Just to the south of Kaanapali lies the historic whaling town of Lahaina. Once the capital of the Kingdom of Hawaii, it played a major role in the long history of the islands. On August 8, 2023, a combination of gusty and dry weather conditions triggered a devastating fire in the town. The high winds caused the fires to spread rapidly and caught many unaware. There were harrowing stories of many jumping into the ocean to escape the flames. Tragically, over 100 lives were lost, and it was approximated that over 80% of the town was destroyed, including many historic buildings and structures. Much of the town is still inaccessible, but the parts we were able to drive through, you can see that the town is rebuilding, and the strength and support of its residents was evident our entire time there. On the opposite end of the island lies the town of Hana. One of the most isolated communities on the island, this small town is made famous by the road that takes you there. The road to Hana is a 64-mile stretch of highway from the city of Kahului to the town of Hana. While this distance may not seem very long, it takes about 2.5 hours to drive. That's because the road is very windy, narrow, and sometimes a bit dangerous. But with the Pacific Ocean on one side and lush forests and waterfalls on the other, this is one of the country's most scenic drives and has been listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Along the way, be sure to stop at the many turnouts for stunning views of the island and the Pacific Ocean. Once in Hana, we grabbed some lunch because we were starving. The ranch house is just one of the few places to eat in the small town. Simply walking around is a great way to experience some of its rich history. Also, don't forget to stop at the Hasegawa General Store, an island landmark made famous in local songs and stories. Heading out of Hana, you can either go back the way you came or continue heading south on the same highway. Continuing south takes you into some of the remotest parts of the island. The road also becomes pretty treacherous in some areas. You'll often find yourself skirting the edge of a single-lane gravel road with a steep drop to the ocean below on one side. Take it slow and keep your eye on the road. Making it past these obstacles rewards you with stunning vistas and remote areas, including the 7 sacred pools of Oheo and the Pipiwai Trail, the latter taking you through a magical bamboo forest and past towering waterfalls. If you have time before heading back into town, stop by at the Ulupalakua Vineyards for a taste of Maui's finest grapes grown on the slopes of Haleakala. It was getting dark and late, and we still had a long drive to Kaanapali on the other side of the island. Along the western slopes of Haleakala is the area known to locals as Upcountry. Scattered along these verdant hills are quaint historic towns, boutique farms, and several hiking trails. You can also find a bit of adventure here. Oh, and did I mention the alpacas? Haleakala is the highest point on the island and at 10,023 feet, the third highest in the state, after Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa on the neighboring Big Island. The name translates to House of the Sun, and that's where we spent our last day on Maui. We were planning on catching the sunrise at the summit, but that meant leaving the hotel at 3:30 in the morning, and with our kids, that wasn't going to happen. So we decided to take our time and enjoy the drive. Hello there, we are on top of the world here. The House of the Sun, Haleakala, highest point on the island of Maui. And behind me you can see some of the observatories located at the summit. We can't go up there because those are mostly for researchers and scientists. Alright, I'm hiking up the Makawao trail. It's a short little trail to a little lookout, hopefully facing east so we can take a better look at the Big Island from here. So we're here at the top of the trail. As you can see behind me, looking down into the crater trail. And then behind me in the distance is the Big Island, the two peaks of Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa. We had a great time in Maui and we're sad to leave, but I'm sure we'll find our way back there again. If you do plan on visiting the Valley Isle, I hope this video helped with showing you just some of the many things you can do there, and there's something there for everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notifications buttons. I appreciate all your support. It really does help. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more of Rome's Things. Till then, remember, go places, see things, and do stuff.